hope we get snow, and I hope that we can enjoy, a well-deserved snow day on behalf of our staff and students.
This morning, waking up to a snow day and a weather alert day in Hampton Roads. We have live looks at the conditions right now, plus how it's impacting your day.
And snow covering the roads across much of the region. What you need to know before getting in your car.
All right, for those of you that were hoping for the snow, well, be careful what you wish for. Some areas digging out from heavy snow. We're going to talk about that and frigid, dangerous cold conditions. I will let you know about that as our weather alert day continues.
Good morning, Daybreakers. We are in a weather alert day because of this snow. I'm Ashley Smith.
And I'm Eugene Daniel. It looks beautiful out there, but there are definitely things you want to be mindful of. We have team coverage across our region with what you need to know before you start your day. We're going to start, though, with a check of the forecast. As many of us, as you're waking up, seeing a good amount of snow outside. Craig, what's the latest? Yeah, the totals are really starting to roll in from northeast North Carolina, and we're going to be sharing those. That's the area that was hardest hit. All of this was forecast. There really hasn't been any surprises with this round, so I'm so proud of our team here at 13 News Now. Again, we've been forecasting this event for days, and again, I'll show you kind of what Tim had put out last night and how we finished up as we're getting more reports in. The sun's coming up, and we are waking up to heavy snow. Now, Ashley mentioned the snow, part of the reason we're in weather alert day, but the other reason, and the reason we were in it yesterday, was for the dangerously frigid temperatures. We've got that coming up again through tomorrow morning, so I'm extending our weather alert day into tomorrow morning. After that, things will be improving. More frigid temperatures to come. A quick need here, and it's a big one. You need to avoid traveling while the roads are as messy as they are this morning. All right, we've been getting all kinds of reports in and starting to get more pictures from our daybreakers, like Jerry, who sent in this picture of his tabletop down in Grandy, 6.5 inches there. We heard from longtime daybreaker, one of the great photographers in our group, Alan Hunt. He had 7 inches in his area down around Moyock, so we're going to hear more from him or show you that picture coming up in just a bit. What we want to know, or what I want to tell you, what I want you to know is that we got our snow. It's still very cold. Road conditions are varying greatly and are treacherous in many spots. The snow's just about done, but we might still see a little bay effect. The one plume that we saw develop has kind of fizzled out now, so you see how things are improving there. Things will eventually improve for the southern Outer Banks, but the snow is continuing all the way down through Ocracoke. It is still holding on down there. Wind chills, single digits up and down the coast. It is very, very cold. Air temperatures in the teens inland, low 20s. It is 20 at Oceana, but it's the winds. Oh, man, the winds are making it feel like it's in these single digits, and this is why it's so dangerous to venture out. We've heard from the highway department, if you have an accident in your vehicle, stay inside your vehicle. Don't get out. Don't try to assess damage. You put yourself in harm's way, and you certainly don't want to be exposing yourself to these types of temperatures. Notice the snow-covered, slow traffic movement across the bridge over the Hague on Brambleton there. Snow is blanketing the area. At the airport, 22 as we check that priority automotive sky view. The snow is pushing towards the coast. It will move out. Highs today around 26. I'll have more, including the hour-by-hour breakdown. More sunshine later this afternoon. Marta?
All right, Craig, I think I was the first person to cross that bridge at Brambleton this morning because I was making fresh tire tracks, and that's honestly what we were seeing earlier this morning. Now starting to see some melting and some plowing, but still you have snow-covered roads like Craig just showed us. A few minor incidents throughout the area, but I want to show you what our well-traveled roads look like this morning. So this is the I-564-64 interchange. As you can see, it's clearing, but there are still some spots of snow and you might slip. I mean, we literally just saw a crash here a few minutes ago. It has since cleared, but you may see that we've got a disabled vehicle off in the trees there this morning. Then we have the Berkeley Bridge. Again, clear roads, but you can see it is wet still, so that may create some slipping and sliding. Monitor Merrimack this morning, some snow on the shoulders and still some leftover snow on the road. And your HRBT also snowy this morning. Want to be especially careful on those bridges and overpasses. Those get the coldest and can freeze over first. I'll have another update for you all in about 10 minutes.
Okay, Marta, thank you for that. We are following breaking news in Chesapeake.
Yeah, a car crash in the city is under investigation. Emily Harrison just arrived to the scene. Emily, what are you seeing right now?
Good morning, guys. Well, within the last few minutes, this scene has just really cleared away. They took the car that had been impacted by the train just a few minutes ago and took it away. There's still a few crews hanging around in this area, but for the most part, everything is back to normal in this area. Cars are allowed back over. This is going to be standing on Liberty Street here in Chesapeake, and cars are going over as normal. There's a few crews hanging around. We heard them sort of testing the railroad over there a few minutes ago. Everything seems to be going well, but over on the road, still a lot of snow on the ground. I measured an inch over here. A wind not nearly as bad as it was over at the Virginia Beach ocean front, but still, it's something to keep in mind if you're going to be out here on these roads to please drive safely and, of course, still obey traffic laws. No word yet on whether or not this crash was at all impacted by the weather conditions that we're seeing out here. But again, please listen to Craig and Marta diligently, as this weather and this snow and ice is really no joke. But for now, I'll toss it back over to you guys over in studio. Live in Chesapeake, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
Okay, Emily, thank you for the information and that report as well. And of course, make sure you stay safe out there. Good to see the wind dying down now that she's moved further inland. But of course, still some things to keep in mind. And with these snowy conditions we're seeing across Hampton Roads, we again want everybody to be safe if they have to leave home. Let's turn things now to Jeremiah Beatty, who's live in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Jeremiah, what are you seeing where you are?
Good morning, Ashley. Yes, to give you all a visual representation of what we're seeing, I have this shovel, and earlier we've been seeing 3 to 4 inches of snow. This shovel, just put it down in the ground. It's holding up just with the snow itself. So that tells you how tall this ice is. Well, this snow is on the ground this morning. Now, again, it's 21 degrees. It's windy. The wind gusts up here have not slowed down at all. Now, NCDOT has been, they have plow trucks out clearing away some of the main roads, but they're really prioritizing those roadways in front of police stations and hospitals. But again, not a lot of people are out because, schools are closed, but if you have to venture out, just take your time. It's easy to skid and slide just because there's so much snow on the ground. But again, 3 to 4 inches in Elizabeth City. It's cold, so layer up. There's still that risk of hypothermia and frostbite. So just be safe if you're going outside. Reporting live for you, Jeremiah Beatty. I'm going to send it back to you all.
All right, Jeremiah, I'm out here with you in the cold. I'm feeling this, okay? But I brought out my anemometer to try to get some readings on the wind. I'm trying to stand out a little bit more exposed. Coming down Woodis Avenue, we are seeing some gusty winds. Right here, it's been gusting maybe 20 to 25, but those wind chills, oh man, it feels like it's in the single digits. So it is chilly out here. Well, I thought I was reaching for my pocket. All right, let me talk to you about the snow. Now, this is snow that is very light, very powdery, okay? It does not pack well, okay? I mean, if you really wanted to have a snowball fight, I guess you could put together a little clump that'll stick together, but it's not the type that's going to go very far. You're going to start to throw it, and it's going to kind of scatter into the wind. This is the nature of what we have. When you have snow that forms in the cold air that we saw, okay? I'm going to show you this, all right? Watch this. It can just, let a light wind, it blows it right away. Well, I actually ate a little bit of that snow, but my point is this is light, powdery snow. It won't be hard to clear off. It's not a heavy snow that becomes a real physical strain to move along, but the roads are covered and the travel is going to be very tricky. You need to allow extra time. We've had snowfall totals reported down in North Carolina, up 6 to 7 inches in some spots. Grandy there, you see some of the other reports. We're going to break all of this down. I've got a bunch more to show you coming up. Right now, we're going to check in with Marta, and again, the roads are a mess.
That is for sure, Craig. And I'll show you a look at North Carolina in just a minute here. But as we look at our roads, people are taking it slow, orange and yellow throughout the region. I do want to show you some of our more traveled and trafficked bridges and overpasses, because as you can see, they're wet and there is still some snow on the shoulders. This is, of course, the Monitor Merrimack. So cars are moving, but slower than usual. And even when you're on your main roads, you need to be aware of that. Here's a look at the HRBT. Same case there. Here's a look at US 158 down in North Carolina near Powell's Point Road. As you cross over onto the Outer Banks, completely snow covered this morning. Guys, back to you.
All right, snow across our area causing slowdowns and delays, and it's not just on the road. We'll let you know what to do and what you can expect if you're planning to fly out of Norfolk.
And taking a live look at a rare sight at the Virginia Beach oceanfront, it is covered in a layer of snow. We have what you need to know about conditions before you head out the door.
Your time now is 7:13, and real quickly, we want to make sure that people who are working at Naval Station Norfolk and Naval Air Station Oceana, you're operating under mission essential personnel only today. Okay, that's for Naval Station Norfolk and Naval Air Station Oceana. I want to make sure that people got that memo for sure. And for those who have been looking for this snow, though, this has definitely been a dream come true.
For those that are looking for the snow, let's make that clear, okay? But if you do have to drive in it, like us, we came in this morning, make sure to be safe, keep a very close eye on your surroundings. So let's take a look now at the Monitor Merrimack 664. Again, the roads look good here on the bridge, but you can hit those slick spots or maybe a little cluster of snow out there, and it can be very dangerous. So be careful. Mark DeBergland has more on your commute coming up in about 7 minutes. But if you're expecting to catch a flight this morning, you are going to want to check your phone.
Yeah, you're going to really want to do that, okay? We've been telling you about conditions here at home, but take a look at your screen here. This is Tallahassee, Florida, all right? This weather, we've been telling you, not just impacting Hampton Roads in North Carolina, but other states as well. You can see snow and icicles on the traffic camera down there in Florida. So if you're heading there because you thought you could escape all of this or catching a flight out of Norfolk this morning, take a look at this. This is what ORF's departures are looking like at this moment. Plenty of cancellations that have already taken place and those that are coming up. Charlotte, New York. I think we also had cancellations to Atlanta and Chicago. So you're going to want to make sure you check your phone app or whatever it is that you use to monitor your flights out of Norfolk today, because it's likely not just because of what we're seeing, but because of what other states and their airports are seeing as well. So make sure that you monitor that this morning, Craig, as we're dealing with this forecast.
It is very, very cold across the region. We've got the snow, we've got the impacts, and we've got Taylor Stephenson. She's out in the elements once again. Our Georgia native has decided to brave the elements. All right, for real now, Taylor, it is windy, it is cold. Have you seen the snow drifting or blowing? I can see behind you, it looks like snow blowing across the lot. What's up?
Good morning, Craig. Yes, it is windy, cold, and snow, like you said, is drifting. We've seen a lot of this area, about 2 to 3 inches of snow, but when you look around some of the parts of the parking lot, you can see that some areas look like they have accumulated more snow, but it's really because these really strong winds have started to lift across the area. And right now we're seeing a live look from what is the food line here in Kill Devil Hills, and someone is now stuck in the middle of this snow trying to get out of this scene at this point. They are stuck because there is just so much snow on the ground here, and the wind is just not helping. Winds are gusting up to about 35, even 40 miles per hour. A gale warning is in effect for our coastal waters up to about 20 nautical miles. And with gale warnings, usually you have wind gusts or sustained winds up to about 40 miles per hour, Craig.
Taylor, the images behind you, before we let you go, it's incredible. You see that blowing snow. This speaks to that light, very fine snow that we were talking about. You mentioned those snow ratios. We've seen them, Taylor, coming in around 18 to 1. You told us about this yesterday. Talk to us about the visibility and the blowing snow behind you.
Right, so that's how we forecast snowfall as meteorologists. We use snow ratios. Like you said earlier in the show, our 10 to 1 ratio is usually like a normal, good basis when you usually have temperatures around 30 degrees. But right now, temperatures here are somewhere in the teens, and so that just adds to the fact that we can see snow ratios as high as anywhere from about 12 to 20 and 1. So that makes sure that the snow is very, very fine and accumulates faster. But right now, visibility isn't hard. It's just when the snow blows, it just feels like pins and needles on your face.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, we appreciate you being out there, Taylor. Great job this morning. And again, stay warm. I'm going to talk about these totals and just how incredible they have been. Again, Hertford County, 6 inches. Well, Hertford, specifically, you can see Camden, 5 inches and 4 inches at South Mills and Corolla. Now, earlier I mentioned one of our daybreakers sent in a picture from Grandy showing about 6.5 inches measured at his home. There was another report from Grandy that came in at 7.5 inches, not too far from that location. There was a little bit more, but the liquid precipitation was only 0.4 inches. So again, those ratios closer to 20 to 1 versus, 15 or 10 to 1. So very, very dry snow out there. And because it's so powdery, the winds that are blowing are drifting the snow, and at times it is reducing that visibility. Yesterday's high was 27. That set the stage. Temperatures were below freezing all across the area. We knew the air mass super dry out there. That's why it took a little while for the snow to reach the ground, but once it came down, and we've seen a lot of it. That high, 27, was the first time in 759 days that Norfolk International saw a high temperature below 30 degrees, so that streak is over. Now the forecast for today, another bitterly cold day, and because of that, I'm taking our weather alert day that we had issued for today. Remember, yesterday and today, initially it was for the cold. We knew the snow was coming. We said, okay, we're covered. We've got this weather alert day. We want our viewers to be aware of exactly what we're dealing with right now. Here's the thing. Looking at the forecast for tonight and early tomorrow morning, we're going to run this one more day. So, or in the morning for tomorrow. So until things start to warm up tomorrow, and they will tomorrow afternoon, but tomorrow morning, another bitterly cold start to the day. So we've got a weather alert day through tomorrow morning. Now look at Friday, upper 30s, low 40s Saturday. We're back to average finally on Sunday, and temperatures actually a little bit above average next Wednesday and Thursday. Right now we have teens inland, low 20s, that snow on the ground. It's not going anywhere. And look at these winds. I say it's not going anywhere from melting, okay? Temperatures stay below freezing. The snow is going places with all of this wind blowing it along. That's, I guess, a little technicality. But you can see 31-mile-per-hour winds at Norfolk, 28 in Currituck. So do be mindful of blowing snow. And we heard from VDOT earlier. That's where these trucks are out plowing. They're doing a great job, and they're attacking the primary roadways as best they can. But trucks move through, and then the winds blow some of the stuff that was just plowed over back onto to the street. So again, it's going to be a battle for VDOT for a little while trying to clear this snow. Winds gusting to 35 at Virginia Beach, 38 down at Duck. Wind chills now single digits from Wallops to Melfa, from Hampton up to Williamsburg. It feels like 11 in Newport News, 7 in Norfolk, 8 in Chesapeake down to Elizabeth City. Single digits, 5 degrees. The current feels like temperature at Oceana. Very, very cold. Okay, you can see the skies are overcast. The Bay Effect plume that we saw has fizzled out. The snow down to the south, that's going away as well. So the very last of that Bay Effect plume right now winding down as it crosses from Suffolk into Gates County. And then down to the south, we've got this snow pushing farther to the east, eventually winding down southern Outer Banks. But basically, if you're down south of Oregon Inlet, you still have some snow showers flying down that way. Now, things are going to improve a little bit later. There could still be a plume or two coming off the bay, maybe a few Bay Effect flurries. But in general, we should see more sunshine later today. We'll certainly welcome that. Temperatures bitterly cold tomorrow morning, back down around 11, 12 degrees, some of our inland locations, low 20s near the coast. Still a little breezy in the morning, so it's going to feel a bit colder than that. We'll look for increasing clouds tomorrow, but it should be dry. 26 a high, afternoon clearing. Again, the snow moving out. 20 the low tonight, mainly clear, bitterly cold, and tomorrow back to 36. After that, the warming trend will take it as we head to Sunday. Another chance for isolated showers on Monday. Marta, fortunately, most folks staying home today. A lot of schools and businesses either on delay or closed altogether. But how is the traffic looking?
Yeah, thank goodness, because the roads do not look good, and it really just depends where you are. You could hit a patch of snow randomly, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute here. We do have a disabled vehicle and a crash. I'll show you more on that crash in my next hit, but let's take a look at this disabled vehicle because it's on I-64 westbound in Chesapeake. Actually is closing off the left lane. This is near Battlefield Boulevard, and it's also closing off the shoulder as well. As we take a look around the region, you can see coming into Suffolk on US 58, not looking terrible. Wet roadways, we've had a lot of traffic in that area, so some melting has occurred. But in Virginia Beach, this is Independence Boulevard and Haygood. I mean, one road is completely covered in snow, the other has some melting going on. So again, really just depends on where you are. And then this is Mercury Boulevard in Hampton. Again, completely snow-covered roads this morning, so please take it slow, or as Craig said, just stay off the roads if you can do that. All right, more on this weather alert day and the snowy conditions throughout Hampton Roads and beyond coming up in just a few minutes.
A1 American keeps your plumbing and heating perfect. Book your service call before 12 noon Monday through Friday to get the same-day service and $100 off your plumbing or heating repair. Call A1 American today.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities. Get $5,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners and lessees get an additional $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
The wait is over. The Richmond Boat Show is back, and this year features more than 25 dealers and more than 200 boats. It's over $25 million worth of boats under one roof. The Richmond Boat Show, January 24th through 26th at the Richmond Convention Center. The largest indoor boat show in the region returns. The Richmond Boat Show is back, and this year features more than 25 dealers and more than 200 boats, from center consoles to runabouts, jet skis to wake boats. Visit downtownrichmondboatshow.com for details and tickets.
Bad feet? Bad back? Get Good Feet with a personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good feet, good hugs. Good feet, good days. Good feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
A1 American keeps your plumbing and heating perfect. Book your service call before 12 noon Monday through Friday to get the same-day service and $100 off your plumbing or heating repair. Call A1 American today.
Okay, take a look there at your screen. You don't know necessarily where that is, but I do, because that's my grandmother's house. That's my dad's home in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All right, they were telling me they got 7 inches. Is something that is unheard of for them. They've never seen it in their lifetimes. And so when we talk about these conditions aren't just impacting Hampton Roads, they're impacting states all across the South as well. I tell you what, they are loving it. They're loving just staying at home. We said, do you want to drive outside as if your grandmother, you're taking her to church? I tell you what, my grandmother is going nowhere. Okay. The state sent out its first ever blizzard warnings with all of this, and this morning people all along the Gulf Coast, are digging themselves out after a winter storm swept the area, setting an all-time record for many places in the South. Incredible.
Incredible indeed. I mean, the story of the day really, of course, is snow across our area and just how much snow we've been getting.
Yeah, that doesn't stop, as we just showed you, in Hampton Roads. We also have meteorologist Taylor Stephenson, who has been live in the Outer Banks. Taylor, we were just with you. Incredible stuff that you're seeing down there. What's this that you have in your hand? What's happening now?
Okay, we're gonna do a little math together this morning, okay? It's simple math. I'm just gonna show you how much snow has drifted here in Kill Devil Hills. Right now I'm sitting at the Food Lion out here, and as you see, some places around the parking lot, a little bit less snow, but this place right here, a little bit more. So right now, we're talking about putting it right down the middle, about 2 inches here, but you can also see right down into here, that's more of half a foot of snow. So depending on how much the snow has drifted with these really high wind gusts up to about 40 miles per hour in some places, some areas may see a little bit of drift up to half a foot. We also have been watching people try to dig out their cars here in parts of the parking lot as the drift has caused them to have car troubles getting out of this parking lot. So overall, a very snowy and windy scene here in the Outer Banks. Live here in Kill Devil Hills, I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson for 13 News Now.
All right, Taylor, thanks. And you can hear her take that breath right before she got on, right? She is braving that cold. We appreciate you. Snow on the ground across Southeast Virginia and Northeast North Carolina, as you just saw. We have team coverage to prepare you for the conditions as you head out.
We are lawyers, and we like to think the work we do is meaningful, that we make a difference in the lives of our clients. We are not some big box firm with offices around the globe. Most of us grew up here, in Tidewater. We live here, raise our families here. We are part of the fabric of this community and face all the same challenges. We love the beauty of this place, and we are grateful to live here and work here. So when bad things happen to good people, they are our people. The folks who live around the corner or just up the street. And when called on, we know we can make a difference. We have to. For if our work is going to speak for itself, it needs to be thoughtful and thorough and mindful of the lives affected. It needs to be our best. We wake up every day and think this is a great responsibility and a privilege. This is why we are lawyers.
At Cox Mobile, we know you need reliable cell service that goes wherever you do. Because why take all those great road trip pics if you can't share them right away? We get it. That's why Cox Mobile runs on the network with more nationwide coverage than T-Mobile, all for a price you'll love. Big reliability meets big savings, no matter where life takes you next. Connect coast to coast with Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Ready to upgrade your style? Visit buyatoyota.com or scan this QR code and start your journey today. From refined performance to elevated design and tech, your new Camry is waiting with deals just a click away. Right now, buy a new Toyota Camry with low 4.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
As they say around here, drive like you're taking your grandmother to church.
That's right. That means drive slowly, y'all. Okay. Thanks for staying with us for Daybreak here at 7:30. It is a weather alert day as we wake up to snow across much of Hampton Roads.
Yeah, that snow system moved through southeast Virginia and northeast North Carolina overnight, blanketing, putting snow on the ground for much of the region. We've been getting video and photos from viewers from overnight and through this morning showing white roads and yards. Keep them coming, by the way. We have team coverage for you this morning. Meteorologist Taylor Stephenson and Jeremiah Beatty are in North Carolina, and Emily Harrison is in Virginia Beach. But first, we're going to start things with meteorologist Craig Muller. Craig, what a morning it's already been.
Oh, it sure has been, and our crews have done a great job. From Emily earlier at the ocean front, she moved to cover a crash in Chesapeake. We've had Jeremiah out there and Taylor, and then Marta has done a wonderful job. So much to watch this morning. Here's what I have to update you on now. Our snow headlines. The snow has ended or is ending for most of the area. There's still some snow. Southern Outer Banks. We'll show you that on the radar in a moment. Watch for blowing and drifting snow. And what I mean by this, even areas that you go out and you clear, maybe you sweep a walk or you get snow off your deck or your front porch or whatever, the winds have been blowing, and this snow is so light and powdery, you may find that it blows kind of right back up towards your house again or over some of your walkways you just cleared. That's an issue not only for residents, but for VDOT as well. We heard from them earlier. The plows are out working, but that wind is mixing things up a little bit, and it's certainly making it feel very, very cold. So roads are still messy, and it remains bitterly cold this morning. Will stay that way through the day, with temperatures only into the mid-20s. Now, Alan Hunt took this picture here of his snow measured in Camden, North Carolina, up to just under 7 inches. You can see that layer of snow right around 7 inches, and it's been one of those mornings where we've seen reports coming in. Initially, they were coming in from earlier in the night. We were talking 3 inches or so, 4 inches in a few spots. Now that the snow's finally pulling away and all is said and done, folks in North Carolina are waking up anywhere from 4 to say 6.5 or 7 inches. We've been getting those reports down there. It is added up, and really this is right in line with what we were forecasting. I also mentioned we could see a few Bay effect flurries or snow showers. We had one of those. It's now fizzled out. So really the only snow that we have to worry about, southern part of the Outer Banks, basically south of around Manio on down. You see Oregon Inlet there, south of that, Rodanthe, Avon, Buxton, Little Kinnikeet, Salvo. Some of the communities still dealing with the snow at this time. Things will improve. What is also a big issue this morning, wind chills have been in the single digits. The winds are going to relax a little bit later today, but with air temperatures in the teens and low 20s, when you factor in the wind, it feels like it's in the single digits up and down our coastal areas from the eastern shore down into North Carolina. These are dangerously cold conditions. Virginia Beach, Oceana, 5 degrees. Think about our servicemen and women that are out there kind of watching the flight line and taking care of some of the stuff around the bases. It is dangerously cold this morning. Guys, take it easy, please, all right? Snow covers the ground. Look at our priority automotive sky view. I've been showing this one a lot this morning because the bridge over the Hague is snow covered. Marta said she was plowing some fresh tracks coming in this morning. I was doing the same, had all-wheel drive, and the car was still getting a little loosey-goosey out there. 22 degrees right now, winds are north-northeast, 18 miles per hour. You see the snow winding down at the Outer Banks. As we take it through the day, the winds will eventually ease. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover coming off the bay, but aside from that, look for more clearing this afternoon. Marta?
All right, thanks so much, Craig. Yeah, it can be tricky when you're, the third or fourth car driving through those tracks. That's when it really starts to get slippery. As we take a look at our map this morning, not a lot of incidents, and most of the incidents that we've seen have cleared quite quickly. So it seems to be just a lot of people sliding off the road. No major crashes at this point, and that is great news. Want to show you, this is I-64 in Chesapeake, where we had that disabled vehicle a little bit earlier on near Battlefield Boulevard. That has now cleared. Roads are moving, but you can see there is still some snow tracks on our main roads this morning. As we take a look at Suffolk, US 58 going into the city, again, same thing, clear but still wet and having some snow tracks on it as well. This is Virginia Beach at, Independence Boulevard and Haygood. We've got one area with some clearing, but then one area that is completely covered in snow here. May have been a challenge for that person to stop this morning. And in Hampton at Mercury Boulevard, again, still completely snow covered at that intersection this morning. So no major incidents to pass along right now. Just want to say, if you don't have to drive, then don't. And if you do, please take it slow. All right, let's check back in with meteorologist Taylor Stephenson. She is rocking the hood, she's rocking the hat, she's rocking the gloves. What you got for us, Taylor?
Good morning, Marta. I hope people are heeding your advice because we've seen it for ourselves. People having to dig themselves out of snow to get out of just a parking lot. So please definitely stay home if you can. Right now in Kittleville Hills, we are experiencing wind gusts right now as high as 35 to 40 miles per hour. Gale warnings in effect for our coastal waters. As you can see, it almost looks like a wasteland when it comes to winter wonderland type themes. All this snow just blowing across the area, even blowing ourselves and our lights down here in parts of the area. Now, right now we are talking the opportunity for some blowing snow that is already sitting on the ground, anywhere from about 2 to 4 inches here in the Outer Banks. But with that drift, we have seen some smaller accumulations and some heaps and piles up to about 6 inches. Again, just saying our camera light fell, not lights across the area. But it's possible that anything that's standing in your yard, any loose anything, could be blowing across the area. So be aware of that. Try to pull in any trash cans that you may have outside if you can pull them in quickly. Live in Kittleville Hills, I'm meteorologist Taylor Stephenson for 13 News Now.
Ooh, you can really see that wind whipping around. I mean, wow, it's just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely, Taylor. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and keep it in North Carolina, but now in Elizabeth City, and that's where we find Jeremiah Beatty. Jeremiah, what are things looking like for you in Elizabeth City?
Good morning, Eugene, Ashley. It's still very cold. I mean, the wind gusts are just intense here. That's why schools have closed today ahead of this wintry weather. But since the sun is out, well, it's brighter outside. We have found some people out enjoying the snowy weather. They actually got on a golf cart here and have just been enjoying the snow. If you can, just make sure you bundle up and do it safely. But out here, we're seeing at least 3 to 4 inches of snow. The good thing is the roadways, NCDOT has been hitting those main roadways, especially in front of those hospitals and police stations. And we haven't seen a lot of people venturing out. And if they are taking their time. Just again, be safe, layer up. If you happen to skid or slide, just take your time and stay calm. But again, conditions here are still cold. There's still a lot of snow. But yeah, I'll send it back to you all in the studio.
You guys seem to be enjoying that.
My thing with that, Jeremiah, good job to you with the two gentlemen who are in this golf cart. Not that they're doing it in a golf cart, but they have on shorts.
They have on shorts.
Right.
You know.
Yes, I said that too. And I asked him, he's not cold. He's okay. He's been out here, I'm telling you all, 20 minutes.
He's
20 minutes. But if you can't brave the wintry weather in shorts, bundle up. That's my advice.
The kids would say he is capping for TV. All right, if you want to stay up to date, good job, Jeremiah, on conditions in your backyard, you can download the 13 News Now app. You can scan the QR code to download it. It is free, everybody. You can find it on the App Store and on Google Play.
Well, coming up, waking up to frigid temperatures and snow across the 757 and beyond. Craig has a look at just how much came down overnight.
Beach Ford is for truck lovers. People love their Beach Ford trucks. Not just for having more fun on the job, but, well, for having more fun. And after 46 years, Beach Ford is the best choice for your new truck. Built for truck lovers, built for you.
Beach Ford! The rules have changed on refrigerants in your air conditioner. So 1 Hour decided to go above and beyond.
We ordered exactly 210 new Uncle Sam approved air conditioning systems.
You get state-of-the-art comfort, and our expert team can stay busy during our slow months.
Buy the AC and get the furnace practically free.
We have a limited number of systems.
And when they're gone, this deal's gone too.
Go to onehourcomfort.com for details.
Replacement by Pella is the right choice. We back our products and installation, unlike other window companies.
Pella has the highest quality windows that are tested to protect against extreme weather, so they can handle my family and
help keep my home quiet. Yes, and they're backed by some of the best product and installation warranties.
Pella is the only thing in this house I don't have to worry about.
stop by the Tidewater Experience Center for a free quote.
Get ready, drop the confetti. Introducing Home Theater My Style, the new SoundTech motion leather living room.
By Shaq.
The ultimate home theater experience now at Rooms to Go. Big sound, big comfort, very cool.
And 2 great custom leather colors.
Ready to entertain with our epic SoundTech built-in audio system that surrounds you with amazing sound.
And Shaq knows sound.
The power motion that moves you.
The new SoundTech motion leather living room by Shaq.
Exclusively now at Rooms to Go.
Ready for hybrid? Then go hybrid at Beach Ford. Ford hybrids get up to 700 miles between gas and electric. 700 miles. Experience the perfect blend of efficiency and power. The perfect blend of everything.
Beach Ford.
Come on. All right, good morning. Welcome back to Daybreak. I'll tell you what, right now, we have our general manager. He is out sweeping the walkway right now. Brian Gregory, this is a light, fluffy snow. You can handle this.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I got it.
It is beautiful. I'm going to let him do his thing, but take a look at what Brian's moving here. This is what we talked about. Look at this stuff. It just falls right through my fingers. Very, very light, but it's out there. I think after Brian does the walkway, he can start working on Woodis Avenue, because this, along with many of the roads across Hampton Roads, snow covered. That's the problem. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to our Daybreakers. The Facebook group has been phenomenal. They've been submitting pictures. If you'd like to join the Facebook group, just request to join 13 News Now Daybreakers on Facebook. Lots of images have been coming in. Let's take a look at one that came in earlier. This was from Jerry. Thank you. Down in Grandy, he measured 6.5 inches there. Alan Hunt, another photographer, sent in this one. Well, this one from Jerry, also 6.5, but Alan sent in one about 7 inches or so down in Camden. All right, so Great Bridge about 3.5 inches, Portsmouth 2.5, so lesser amounts across Hampton Roads. Down south, though, it was heavier. A few more to share with you, some of these reports. Let's go to another one. You can see Ocean View 4 inches, 2 inches at Smithfield, Tab 1.5 inches, and again, down into North Carolina, the heavier amounts. Hertford 6 inches, Camden 5, and a quick word to you guys. Again, Brian's working to clear this walkway, but the wind continues to blow, and as soon as you clear something, wind can blow more snow back. So stay alert to blowing and drifting snow and those dangerous roadways. Let's hear from Marta.
He just threw snow right on his fresh shoveling. All right, thanks so much, Greg. Let's take a look at our roads now. And seeing orange and yellow throughout the region, that is not due to congestion this morning. That's due to people taking it slow because of the conditions, and that is a good thing. Both of these are minor incidents. Want to show you what it's looking like on Shore Drive in Virginia Beach. I especially like this picture because in one direction, you've got a completely clear road. Another direction, a completely snow-covered road. This just goes to show how much it can change just depending on where you are by a couple feet here. As we take a look at the city of Suffolk, again, snow-covered roads. We've got some clearing where there's been some melting, but again, this could cause sliding and issues if you're not careful. So just be aware of that. Be sure to let us know how the road conditions are on your neighborhood on the Daybreakers Facebook group. We have about 75% of people right now saying the roads are either bad or terrible where they're at. All right, more 13 News Now Daybreak for you coming up in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Nothing better than getting a customer compliment. It's what makes your day all worth it.
Please let your manager know that the produce department is super clean, fresh, and organized. Yep, that's what we do.
Your team goes above and beyond to ensure customers feel welcome.
Your department is the best of those in my area. Thank you.
Every little detail matters, especially for the customers. We put fresh first because we're in food with love.
At Harmony Senior Services, find new friends, a vibrant community, and a carefree lifestyle waiting for you. Harmony offers independent living, assisted living, and memory care communities with no large buy-in fee. Enjoy several amenities and services, including complimentary transportation to appointments, shopping, and events. For a limited time, new residents will also receive a waived community fee. All three of these exceptional Harmony Senior Living communities offer the lifestyle you've been looking for. Harmony Senior Services, family serving families.
It's time to cure those wintertime blues.
How?
By making your home beautiful at the Roberts Furniture Warehouse Liquidation Sale. Our warehouse is too full, and we've got to make room for new inventory coming in. You'll get rock bottom prices on recliners, sofas and sectionals, bedrooms and dining rooms, even mattresses.
Plus 0% easy financing, so you can buy it now and pay for it later.
That's right. Look for the sale tags, as we must liquidate our warehouse inventory now. The Roberts Furniture and Mattress Warehouse Liquidation Sale.
What is it with everyone having to deal with high interest rates? These days, aren't people paying enough already? Well, at AB&B, we're giving you a break. Transfer your credit card balances to AB&B and get low 2.99% interest for 12 full months. That's right, 12 months to consolidate and pay off your credit cards, helping you put money back in your pocket, right where it belongs, not with the high-rate credit card guys. Apply online or at any AB&B branch today.
Again, today is a weather alert day across Hampton Roads in Northeast North Carolina, and a big part of telling our story is you. Our story is your story. The video and the photos that you've been sending in have been great. Our viewers are helping to show just how much snow we've gotten in the last 12 hours. And we wanted to share a couple of the photos and the videos that you've sent in to us. I mean, we can talk about this here. Oh my goodness, this is from Peter looking at the snow that's coming down. Again, snow on the beach. How amazing is that? Let's see if we can take a look at another one here. Let's look at this one from, well, they say they're not angry, but this is the Bayview section of Norfolk. You can see some snow that's coming in on that. We've been loving getting these photos from all of you here. This is another one, video from Norfolk as well. Continue to send those in throughout the morning and the day. You can text photos and videos to the numbers that's right there on your screen, 757-628-6200. And just like these, they might end up on air. Let us know who you are, where you're taking the photo from, and show us those snow totals. Craig, they've really been helping us in telling the story today.
Oh, they sure have. So important. You guys play such a big role. And we're good. We're good now. Look at our little bunny rabbit running through the snow. No, your pictures, the images you take, the reports you send in, help us tell the story. And when we get these reports, they're shared. The National Weather Service takes a look at some of this stuff. They add it to their reports. It all helps tell the story. So we really do thank you for taking the time to do it. And again, only do it when it's safe to do it. I mean, these temperatures still very cold out there. A lot of folks have been getting out. Heard from a few of our daybreakers saying, hey, this is great. It's light powdery. I can clear the walkway easily in the driveway. Not a big deal, but it still is really cold. It's 27 the high yesterday. That ended our streak. It's finally over. 759 days without temperatures being in the 20s or colder for highs in Norfolk. So it was quite a while. That ended yesterday with that high of 27. It's going to be cold again today, probably around 26 or so. That's all I'm going for. Wind chills this morning have been in the single digits down to 5 degrees, what it feels like now at Oceana. It is generally in the single digits for most of the coastal areas, with it slightly warmer, low to mid-teens farther inland. Now, there is some hope. There's some light at the end of this tunnel. We've had these cold days. It will continue to be below average for the next 3 days after today. Today, bitterly cold, then back into the 30s tomorrow, upper 30s to near 40 Friday, low to mid 40s on Saturday, and then back to average on Sunday, finally. And it stays at or maybe a little bit above average Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday. So that's going to be nice. A longer range forecast looking good. Again, temperatures, well, I wanted to share that with you, but I'm going to update that graphic. So we are going to see the skies becoming partly to mostly sunny later today. I know we still have the clouds out there. It's still cold and windy this morning, but sunshine's coming up later today with highs in the mid-20s. All right, teens are inland right now as we take a look at those winds, gusts close to 30, 35 miles per hour for these areas right along the water's edge. We've had gusts higher than that down at Duck Pier. There was a 35 mile per hour gust just reported at Oceana. So here's what it feels like. 5 degrees in Virginia Beach, 6 in Hampton, 6 at Memphis, 6 at Wallops. It feels like 9 in Chesapeake, 7 in Norfolk. Think about that. Flying out, going out to the airport, it is very cold and blustery there. It feels like 8 degrees in Williamsburg. Fortunately, fortunately, the snow has tapered off now across the immediate metro area. That's going to give the plow teams and the road crews an opportunity to clear more and more. But with the blowing conditions out there and this snow being so fine, so powdery, a lot of times what they clear, you get these strong wind gusts and it can blow snow right back over some of those areas that get cleared out. So stay mindful. Roads are still really treacherous and highly variable. Some areas it's more clear. Some are reacting with the brine and the pre-treatment they put down so that it might be even a little wet in appearance. But we'll need to watch for some of those areas maybe to freeze later on. We've got snow winding down south of Nags Head. So that is the last of it. Things are improving now. The bay effect that we saw earlier has ended. Now, as we go through the day, I mentioned the skies are going to become partly to mostly sunny. There could still be a couple streamers coming off the bay. So don't be shocked if you see a couple flurries later. Doesn't mean the winter storm is coming back, nothing like that. But there might be a couple flurries later on. As we get into late afternoon and evening, skies do clear. Tomorrow, clouds are going to roll back in, but it does warm a bit into the 30s. That'll feel great relative to what we deal with today. And after that, we're going to see temperatures slowly warming to the weekend. So highs today around 26, afternoon clearing. Again, we've had the clouds. We've seen the snow. The snow's ending. Mainly clear conditions overnight. Tomorrow, 36, becoming mostly cloudy. It'll be warmer, but still well below average. Our weather alert day will still be in place tomorrow morning with the dangerous cold early in the morning, but improvements come after that. We'll get up to 50 by Sunday. A chance for isolated rain showers on Monday. It might be a chilly rain with temperatures expected to dip into the mid-30s, but I think just a few rain showers on Monday, and then Tuesday back up to 50. Let's check the roads again. And Marta, folks have done a good job largely staying off the roads, but what a mess out there.
Yeah, I think that's honestly what's saving us this morning is that we don't have that many drivers out on the roads, and we're still seeing this much congestion and this many incidents. So if we had a normal amount of drivers, it would really be problematic. I want to show you what it looks like on Shore Drive in Virginia Beach, and I especially love this picture because you can see a complete lack of snow right here, and then a few feet away, a road completely covered in snow. So again, it just depends. A few feet can make a difference on how much snow you're seeing and how difficult the drive may be. As we look at the city of Suffolk, Nansemond Parkway, similar conditions where even where there's not snow, you're still seeing wet patches and you could hit a slippery spot whenever. Want to take a look at 264. We do have a disabled vehicle there. That's not really impacting traffic, but as you can see, 264 is starting to see a lot more melting because it is more trafficked. And then up in Hampton, Big Bethel Road, again, lots of snow in that intersection this morning. All right, we'll keep an eye on the roads, the forecast, and the news headlines for you as we make it through this weather alert day. We'll be right back.
I'm Brother Rudder, managing partner at Rudder Mills. No actors, no jingles, no little disclaimers at the bottom of the screen. Just us for 60 years. Still local, still winning. Rudder Mills.
At International Tile and Marble, we believe that honesty, integrity, and customer satisfaction always comes first. For over 40 years, we've been offering top-quality ceramic, porcelain, glass, and natural stone tiles from the finest manufacturers. Tile for every budget. Whether you're designing a kitchen, bath, or outdoor space, allow our expert team to guide you. Transform your space at International Tile and Marble. Visit our showrooms in Chesapeake or the Outer Banks today.
Oftentimes, people will ask me, well, why do I need a lawyer? Insurance companies contacted me and they said they're going to be really fair. They're a business. They really don't care about you. We actually care. So when you call us, we're going to help you so you can really focus on getting better. And I think that's what people can expect when they call Cooper Hurley Injury Lawyers.
No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley.
The car crash experts. 333-3333.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
In a world of rapidly changing laws, smart roads, and a growing rideshare industry, Rudder Mills is ahead of the curve. We look at vehicle software, even road design and construction. Winning these cases takes a different kind of law firm. We are that firm. Rudder Mills, your lawyer matters.
Daybreak at 7:55 returns with a look at the snowfall from overnight. You're seeing videos sent from viewers like you, helping us to tell the story of this storm.
I mean, it's really been incredible as we've been getting these snow totals and the photos coming in. This video showing snow from areas like Hertford, North Carolina, Great Bridge, Ghent, and then snow on the beach this morning. Okay, let's bring in Emily Harrison. She is live this morning in Virginia Beach in Town Center. Emily, what are you seeing there? I've seen some work, looks like it's being done right behind you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of work going on behind me as crews have been plowing this street, the street over, and pretty much the entire area, and they're going to be dumping it for now, temporarily, right there in the middle of the street. We're standing on Columbus Street for the time being, and you can see they are hard at work. They've been going back and forth for several minutes now. You're not able to get through, obviously, because there's a giant pile of snow right in the middle, but these crews are out here making sure the traffic can go and make a left or a right, making sure that everything is going smoothly and safely out here for the time being. As for right now, conditions absolutely cold. The wind not doing us any favors right now, but it's really not too bad as these roads are slowly but surely improving over time. But for now, I'll toss it back over to you guys over in studio. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
Okay, Emily, thank you for sure. And thanks to all of our crews who are out there making sure the commutes can be safe. We're going to check back with Emily in a little bit.
In the meantime, we have been getting your pictures and your videos, helping us tell the story of today. So we want you to send us what you're seeing. Text us your pictures and videos to 757-628-6200, and you might see them pop up on TV. Daybreak is back in just a few minutes.
The latest in audio innovation, power, connectivity, and unprecedented storage. The future of furniture is now.
Oh my gosh, you always were the dramatic one, but you're forgetting one thing. Our new modular 3 at Rooms to Go is next generation style too, with pieces designed seamlessly to fit your space so you can relax, work, even stay organized. Comfort, style, and convenience. What will we think of next? It's Drew and Jonathan for Rooms to Go.
We say we're different here at Town Bank. People who bank with us have experienced it. That level of care. These are friendships. For us here at Town, banking is about serving and enriching people's lives, their businesses, their family, and this community. Banking differently? Absolutely.
I'm Laura Bousman with Home Instead in Virginia Beach. I am so happy we've been helping in our community for over 20 years now. Longer days mean more time that our loved ones will need help, whether it's meal preparation, medication management, Alzheimer's, or personal care. Let our consultation team help create the perfect care plan for your family member at home. Call Home Instead at 757-631-7744 or visit homeinstead.com.
This is the Heavy Hitters Power of More.
If you get injured in a car crash, you're going to want to have it. It means you'll get more attention, more service, and more money.
Injured in a car crash?
Call the Heavy Hitters and get your power of more.
250-5000. You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. Buy one window, get one 40% off, plus no interest until 2026.
We do it all.
Design, build, and install.
Call now for no money down and no interest for 1 year on Thompson Creek windows and doors. Call 757-716-5050.
I hope we get snow, and I hope that we can enjoy, a well-deserved snow day on behalf of our staff and students.
This morning, you're waking up to a snow day and a weather alert day in Hampton Roads. We have live looks at the conditions and how it is impacting your day.
And snow covering the roads across much of the region. What you need to know before you get in your car.
And guys, as the snow, it fell overnight. I just got some brand new snow totals coming you won't believe. I'm putting that together. We continue with our Weather Alert Day snow coverage as we continue with this special edition of Daybreak.
Good morning, Daybreakers. Yeah, we are in a weather alert day for all of this snow. I'm Ashley Smith.
And I'm Eugene Daniel. We have team coverage across our region. We've been bringing you this morning with what you need to know before you get your day started. We're going to start, though, with a check of our forecast, as many of us waking up, seeing that snow outside. Craig, it's quite the sight, man.
You know, I'm going to put together a graphic here with some of these updated totals that were coming in. In fact, my news director just said, Craig, when are we going to get the final snow totals? I said, they're still coming in. It may take a little while because people are waking up, going out, measuring, taking pictures of their measurements and getting these multiple readings, doing all this stuff. As the reports come in, they're getting more and more impressive, okay? I'll have this in a graphic, but I just saw from the National Weather Service site, there was a report down in North Carolina. I believe one was from Collington, another one was from the Wright Brothers National Memorial, the memorial down there at Kitty Hawk. There was a report, I saw one at 8 inches and one at 9 inches down there. So that's from the National Weather Service site. I knew there were some locally higher amounts down there. We've generally seen 6 to say 7.5 or so reported over parts of northeast North Carolina, but those heavier amounts starting to show up in some reports, so we'll continue to watch that. Snow has ended for most of the area now, and we had some bay effect flurries, and we're not really seeing too much, but there might be still a streamer or two that comes off the bay. You've got to stay alert to blowing and drifting snow, and you might think, well, Craig, this isn't a real big deal, is it? Well, some lots, some walkways, some roads are getting cleared, but with the winds still gusting up around 30 to 35 miles per hour near the coast, snow that's fallen, and it is a very fine, powdery, light snow. It is blowing and can blow back over areas that were previously cleared, leaving the roads very messy, and it's going to remain very cold today. The snow is not going to melt. As I mentioned, our daybreakers have been amazing. I just added, I think, a dozen or more new daybreakers to that Facebook group, and one of our daybreakers that's been with us a long time, Alan Hunt, sent that picture from Camden County, about 7 inches he saw on his property right there. So again, more and more reports coming in. North Carolina hit the hardest for most of Hampton Roads. We hit that 2 to 4 inch range. That was a really good forecast for our area. A few bay effects, snow showers still possible, but the main shield of snow winding down. It continues, though, south as you go south of the Oregon Inlet down through Buxton and Ocracoke. We also have this cold weather alert, a cold weather advisory through 10 a.m. Temperatures in the lower 20s and teens inland, but if you factor in the winds, it feels like 4 degrees right now in Virginia Beach. That's the dangerous cold we've been talking about. Again, snow covers the roads, many of them, including Brambleton Avenue in Norfolk. This Priority Automotive Sky View showing the snow cover in downtown Norfolk. 23 at the airport. We are going to see temperatures today topping out in the mid-20s. That's it. Just a handful of degrees warmer than where we are right now. The winds will ease a bit, but right now windy with blowing snow. Marta?
Yeah, it's really interesting to see that, the interstates and highways are looking better, but main roads like Brambleton are still completely snow covered this morning. Want to point out Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, max safe speed earlier this morning was 25 miles per hour. Now it is 45 miles per hour, but still going to see some congestion on your bridges and tunnels this morning. This is I-64 westbound in Chesapeake near Battlefield Boulevard. It looks like a single vehicle crash this morning, so it is blocking off the shoulder. No real impact to traffic flow, but again, another reminder of you don't want to hurt your car, even if you don't get injured in a crash. That's property damage right there. That is not fun to deal with. Want to take a look at Shore Drive as well in Virginia Beach, because as I've been saying all morning, we've got some areas completely clear and then some areas that are completely snow covered still. And it just depends on a matter of feet where you are, what can change that picture. All right, I'll keep an eye on the crashes and incidents we're looking at in our area this morning, and I'll have another update for you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, Marta, we'll see you then. Thanks. With the snowy conditions that we're seeing all across Hampton Roads, we want to remind everyone to be safe if they do have to leave home. Hopefully, many of you can just stay at home. Let's turn now to Jeremiah Beatty, who joins us in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Jeremiah, what are you seeing right now?
Good morning, Ashley, here in Elizabeth City, you can see just all the snow here on the ground, just covering it. Even on the bushes, if you look, the snow is just kind of setting on top of the bushes, like almost like a blanket, just very fluffy. It almost makes you look like I'm standing on a bed right now. It's just so fluffy and nice out here. But as we've been saying all morning long to bundle up and keep warm. This also extends to our furry friends. If you keep any animals outside, this is the day to bring them inside. Today we're looking at temperatures. You've heard Craig say it all morning long. It's 21 degrees here in Elizabeth City, but it's cold. So they need, if you have straw, that's the best thing to use because it doesn't freeze. Instead of using blankets, just bring your furry friends in, or make sure that wherever they're sheltered, you keep them, that it's warm, just so they can brave this weather, because it's definitely freezing temperatures out here this morning. But again, NCDOT have been working around the clock to keep our roadways clear, and you can see that drivers are navigating out safely and taking their time. But again, it's very windy, it's very cold, so if you do again have to head out, just take your time. Now, Craig, I want you to hit on these wind gusts, because again, it's just so cold, and I think it makes it even more intense out here in Elizabeth City. What are you seeing?
No doubt, Jeremiah, no doubt. Stay warm. We have single-digit wind chills from the eastern shore all the way down into North Carolina. We've been reporting on that. We've seen gusts, at times tropical storm force gusts up around 40 miles per hour. That's been at Duck Pier and close to the ocean front in Virginia Beach. So very windy. We're getting a little bit of blowing snow. Right now it's overcast. The sky is very flat. We're going to start seeing bright spots a little later this morning, and eventually it's going to become mostly sunny. Now, I wanted to show you again, this snow has been very light, very powdery, and I can take my leaf blower and push away the snow. Now, if you look here at the ground, okay, you might notice there are footsteps here, okay? Do you see this on the ground? I don't know if our photographer Will can zoom in on that, but you see this? Here's a footprint, there's a footprint, here's a footprint, okay? You can see where the snow has been packed down. It doesn't blow away as easily. So I bring that up because there are going to be some areas where cars have driven over the roads, and maybe there's even been some clearing, but there are going to be areas of packed snow and maybe even a little bit of ice with blowing snow over the top of that. Think about what that does for your wheels' ability to grip the surface. It's going to get slicker and slicker. So folks, you need to slow down. You see cars coming through. Even if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle, it can get away if you're driving a little fast. Got to take it easy out there. Snow totals continue to come in. Would you believe 8 to 9 inches in a couple spots down around the Wright Brother Memorial? Unbelievable. I saw that from the National Weather Service, one of their reports coming in, and they had pictures to back that up. So again, we've seen 2 to 4 across Southside Hampton Roads, right on target for our forecast. Heavier amounts down to the south. This has been one that we'll be talking about for quite a while. I'm going to send it into Marta right now. Again, we got to watch those road conditions.
Yeah, we do, Craig, because as you mentioned, that packed down snow, that'll stick on the roads for quite a while, and you can see it right here on Shore Drive in Virginia Beach. That can create some slipping and sliding conditions. So after a few cars have been on the road and they haven't been plowed, that's when we start to see those real issues throughout the region this morning. City of Hampton, Big Bethel and Saunders Road, same thing. We've got some clear areas, but then again, that packed down snow, that can create sliding and slippery conditions. And that with ice is a real problem. We'll keep an eye on these roads for you, but for now, over to you, Eugene.
All right, Marta, you know the snow sticking to the ground and those cold temps that we're seeing today means you're probably going to grab that shovel before you head to work. Well, the American Heart Association wants to remind you that while shoveling may be a necessity, you don't want to push yourself too hard with all of this. With the cold temps and the constant movement, you could run the risk of a stroke or a heart attack. It's a serious thing, okay? And if you can, you want to use a leaf or snowblower. You kind of saw Craig exemplify that for us just a few moments ago. That way you can clear your cars, sidewalks, and driveways by making it less effort on your end. If you have to use a shovel, opt to push or sweep the snow out of the way. Scooping, lifting, and then throwing the snow will put your strain on your muscles and your heart. And of course, I don't feel like I need to tell you, but we're going to, because we saw people out there in shorts today, okay? Bundle up. You're not only battling the cold temperatures, but the snow too. All right, and of course, we got this snow across our area that is causing slowdowns and delays, and it is not just on the roads. We're going to let you know what to expect if you are planning to fly out of Norfolk.
And a live look at a rare sight at the Virginia Beach oceanfront as it's covered in a layer of snow. We have what you need to know about the conditions before you head out the door.
Everyone who sells to We Buy Ugly Houses has a story.
We wanted to sell our home. We came up with a figure. It was fair and would work for both of us.
I couldn't be more pleased with the way I was treated.
Talk to We Buy Ugly Houses to see how good your story could be.
New year, new deals at Southern Kia Virginia Beach and Southern Kia Greenbrier. Huge savings on remaining new 24 inventory. Low APR financing available. Plus up to $1,000 extra for your trade-in. See Southern Kia today at southernkiavirginiabeach.com and southernkiagreenbrier.com.
Open the door to 2024 and take charge of your health today. Make an appointment at the new Peninsula Health Center location for all your vaccinations, substance use services, and general health needs. Call 757-594-7300 to get more information. Take charge of your health. Visit the Hampton and Peninsula Health Districts today.
New year, new deals at Southern Volkswagen Greenbrier. Huge savings on remaining new 24 inventory. Low APR financing available. Plus up to $1,000 extra for your trade-in. See Southern Volkswagen today. SouthernVolkswagenGreenbrier.com.
Ramona's a self-proclaimed plant mama, a seed saver. So when Ramona heard about the Langley My Design checking account and its steady saver option, she opened one and started transplanting money over to her high-yield savings to watch it grow. And because My Design lets her change her features when her needs change, Ramona knew she would always have options. Open your My Design checking account online or at any Langley branch today.
Everyone who sells to We Buy Ugly Houses has a story.
It was really an amazingly simple process.
He came and looked at it and gave me a fair offer.
And then he worked with us on all the dates.
Talk to We Buy Ugly Houses to see how good your story could be.
Okay, Daybreak is back. Your time now is 8:12, and we've been checking in on the conditions of the areas most impacted by the snow all morning long. And one of those cities, Virginia Beach.
That's right. That's where we find Emily Harrison this morning. Emily, you're in town center right now. How's it looking?
Well, you know, it is pretty dang cold out here for the time being, and the wind is not exactly the best at the time. I keep reaching up for my hat, making sure that it stays there, because these buildings on either side of us act almost as like wind tunnels, and this wind just pushes us back. It's not as bad as it was over at the ocean front, but I'm rating it a very nice close second. But the one thing that is actually improving are the roads. We saw just a few minutes ago that there were a ton of plows and crews out here making sure that everything was safe and taking big piles of snow, loading them up on the back of a truck and then taking it all away. They just left a few minutes ago, and now these roads slowly but surely are looking a little bit clearer, and people are driving ever so carefully, which is something that we all like to see. I haven't seen anybody try and go speeding on these roads for the time being, and that's the way we want to keep it. But something to keep in mind if you're going to be heading out on these roads, and make sure that you get an extra coat, extra scarf, whatever you can, because it is bitterly cold out here in Virginia Beach. Live in Town Center, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
Emily, you've been doing such a great job braving everything this morning. We appreciate you. I did want to take a quick moment here, though, to tell people who are working at Naval Station Norfolk and Naval Air Station Oceana, you're on mission essential personnel only today. So I want to make sure that people understand that, okay? It is 8:13 now. And we've had people who have been hoping to have this kind of snow for a while. So, of course, this will be a dream.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is one of those people. She texted me, and she's very excited. So There you go. You're welcome. But if you do have to drive in this snow, just make sure to be safe. Keep an eye on your surroundings. So we're taking a look now at the roads in Virginia Beach. And again, just be so careful out there. Even if you encounter a spot that doesn't look too bad, you can hit a snowy patch and really put some damage on your car. So Marta Berglund's going to have more on your morning commute. That's coming up in just about 7 minutes. We'll continue to keep an eye on the roads for you in the meantime. And if you're expecting to catch a flight this morning, might want to check your phone, Eugene.
Listen, you know, someone who's probably not happy about the snow this morning, those who were trying to get flued out, or they had a flight, you know what I mean? Because these are the conditions we're looking at right now for departures. We got several cancellations. Charlotte, New York, also to Atlanta, there was a cancellation as well. So if you are planning, here you go, if you're planning on taking a flight today, there are some that's scheduled, but there are several who are canceled already, maybe some delays. Check in with your airline, use the app, because you may be impacted to figure out when your next flight is going to be. And Craig, we know this is the case, not just because of the snow here, but because the snow that has really hit several states along the south.
So much snow for the southeast U.S. and right here in Hampton Roads. And there is my colleague Taylor Stephenson, still smiling through the wind and the cold and the snow. Taylor, you look amazing. All right. You were talking earlier, you had a great demonstration, and it was Mother Nature that was providing it. The winds whipping the snow along. We've seen a lot of blowing and drifting snow. Where are you right now, and what are you seeing?
Well, good morning, Craig. Yes, I still have a smile on my face, mainly because the winds have died down. We are now down in Nags Head in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and right now we are definitely going to show you a demonstration of snow drift. Right now, as I'm standing, maybe just a dusting of snow, but as we get closer to some places where we've seen some of that wind really pick up, look how deep this snow just goes. My feet are practically gone. So we're going to take our handy dandy ruler, and it shows we're talking a foot of snow with this snow drift. Now, we have not seen a foot of snow accumulate area-wide. That is just because the wind is pushing the snow this direction, Craig.
It's a great demonstration. Taylor, you can talk to folks when they take an official measurement. You know what to ask them for, right? You want to find something exposed and then maybe take multiple measurements. What would you be doing right there if you were going to take a measurement?
So that's a really good question. If I was to take a measurement, I probably would actually go to this other side of this parking lot where we're seeing a little bit more of consistency when it comes to the snow. So as you see, a little bit more uniform, and I would take multiple measurements because it's all about reliability and seeing the same results over and over. So around the area, I would say we have at least 3 inches of snow here around the Outer Banks for most of us.
All right, I appreciate that. And again, I've got some brand new totals I'm going to share with everybody, some reports that the National Weather Service is sharing. So Taylor, thank you. Stay warm, and we'll look forward to hearing more from you in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into what's happening right now and those snow totals. Look at this. All right, at the Wright Brothers National Memorial, 9 inches was measured and photographed and again submitted to the National Weather Service. I turned to their official reporting site to see what other reports came in. You can see 8 inches, again, not too far from the Wright Brothers Memorial. Elizabeth City, 5.8 inches. Down in Edenton, 5.5. So a lot of snow reported there at those locations. Hertford, Camden, you can see some of these various areas reporting 5 to 6 inches. We had our daybreaker, Alan Hunt, also reports some more snow, close to 7, not far from Camden. So it depends where you are exactly. And again, it's very important you take multiple readings if you're going to submit a report. We'd love to know what you got, where you are. A lot of folks have been posting them to Facebook, sending them into the station. You can do that through our app. It's a great way to stay connected to us, and we love the information. Now, lighter amounts earlier this morning recorded, but remember the snow tapered off earlier north and west. So when you take a look at what was going on across the region, areas farther to the north and west got lesser amounts, but this was a good snow across the entire region. And the reason reason everybody saw the snow is because it was so cold. Yesterday afternoon, our warmest readings were down around northeast North Carolina at about 32 degrees. In Hampton Roads, officially, we were at 27. So the cold air was in place, and it was very dry air mass as well. We knew that the snow that fell overnight and this morning would be very fine, powdery, dry snow, and that it would really stack up. And the other thing is we said, hey, you know what? The areas that normally miss out on the snow, like the Outer Banks and northeast North Carolina, they're going to get the most of it, and that's exactly what we've seen. So that high yesterday of 27 degrees ended that 759 consecutive day streak with temperatures above the 29 degrees. So it was in the 30s or warmer for highs every single day since December 24th, 2022. That ended yesterday. We're going to stay in the 20s for highs today, and tomorrow we'll get back up into the 30s. So this is going to be the coldest of the days. As you can see, wind chills this morning, single digits. That's been the issue. We do have the warmer weather to look forward to. Really excited about that, especially the middle part of next week. As we take a look for clearing later today, temperatures into the mid-20s, not mid-30s, mid-20s today, but we will see partly to mostly sunny skies this afternoon. Right now, 23 at the airport, 20 in Virginia Beach. As you take a look at the ocean front, well, that clear sky is wrong. That's a report automated from the reporting site out there with the Weather Service. But I wanted to show you the winds sustained at 21 miles per hour. The gusts have been higher. We've seen gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour at times. We just had one to 36 at Oceana. So what we're finding, those wind chills have been bitter, bitter cold. 4 degrees is what it feels like in Virginia Beach, 5 at Melfa, 5 at Wallops. These are nothing to play with. When you get these feels like temperatures, it just doesn't take long. You get exposure and you start to feel either potential frostbite or you can feel numbness. There can be some damage to your skin. You do want to limit your exposure to the wind and cold when it's this bad. And tell the kids if they're just chomping at the bit to get outside and play, just hold off a little bit. The winds are going to ease later this morning, and the snow is not going to be melting off because it's going to be so cold today. Now this afternoon with the sunshine, we may see a slight reduction in some of the cloud cover, but again, plenty of cold. I was looking to see if we had a few more flurries down there. It's pretty much all gone. As we go forward in time, we'll see the sunshine I mentioned this afternoon, but those temperatures only in the mid-20s. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Our temperatures do warm up eventually. 36 tomorrow, 38 on Friday, and up into the low to mid-40s on Saturday, 50 on Sunday. A chance for isolated showers on Monday. Let's find out how the roads are looking again. Marta, still snow covering everything, but traffic volumes have been light.
Yes, that is for sure, and that's a good thing because we've seen our fair share of incidents this morning, even with the light traffic. I want to first touch on this incident here on 264. That is a disabled vehicle, and from what the camera is showing us, it looks like it's a snowplow that's disabled. I've reached out for more information on that, but take that extra time. As you can see, a lane is blocked off there. Then we're going to go out to Newport News. This is near the I-64-664 interchange. We have a vehicle crash. Looks like they went right into the median there. Again, take that extra time. We have seen so many of these crashes this morning where people just slide right off of the road, even on those main interstates and highways this morning. And then this is down I-64 in Chesapeake. There was a disabled vehicle there a few minutes ago, but it looks like they've started to clear that out. But please be aware you may see VDOT workers this morning or first responders. Take that extra time, especially if you see people on the roads. I'll have another update for you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, Marta, thank you for that. Here's a live look from the Outer Banks oceanfront. What you need to know before you step out the door, coming up next.
It's so shocking. I mean, just hearing that, you died twice and you have no recollection of it, it was a lot for me to go through. I had a friend recommend Cooper Hurley. They took care of everything.
Call Cooper Hurley, the car crash experts.
Hello, I'm Dr. Scott Parr.
And I'm Dr. Tara Fry. We understand there are a lot of reasons why people don't go to the dentist.
At the Smile Center, we offer the most advanced treatment technologies.
They're really professional and highly skilled. They really are the experts in smiles.
Our patients benefit from one-visit crowns, digital smile imaging, x-rays, Invisalign, and CT scans.
For a free consultation, dial for a smile.
Or visit us online at thesmilecenter.info.
Get 3.9% APR for 36 months on a 2025 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Get a free and honest inspection with JES Foundation Repair, a Groundworks company.
Injury law is all we do. That's our focus. If you get injured in a car crash, that we're going to be there for you, and that's what it means to be the car crash experts.
The Car Crash Experts, 333-3333.
If you take a look at your screen there, you will see what snow conditions were like as this same snow system moved through Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now, these images are very familiar to me because that is outside of my grandmother's house in Baton Rouge, and one of the images is outside of my dad's house in the area. There they had record snowfall. My mom telling me they got around 7 inches. And it's the first snow day that they've had since 2017, and the state sent out its first ever blizzard warnings. This morning, people all along the Gulf Coast are digging themselves out after a winter storm swept the area, setting an all-time record for many places in the South. And I tell you what, they are loving it because they knew they had food in the house and they weren't going to leave the house. And so for them, that's a very rare sighting. A lot of people in the South seeing that this morning.
I mean, it's just incredible how many places are not used to getting this amount of snow, and they're waking up seeing inches of it outside. So it's an incredible system.
Absolutely. We've been telling you about the snow that's happening all across our area here. And we're not just talking about in Hampton Roads. We're talking about North Carolina, where meteorologist Taylor Stephenson has been live in the Outer Banks. Taylor, you've seen all kinds of stuff this morning, particularly with that wind that's been blowing down there.
And I do want to give my personal story, you guys. I actually was in NOLA last week before all that snow came. It was just cold and rainy, so I know they're having so much fun on Bourbon Street. Here, it's a little bit more quiet here in Nags Head. I saw a person actually running with their dog earlier, so some people actually taking advantage of the fact that there's not many people out on the roads right now. As you see, no active cars at the moment, and what is usually a beach town is now covered in a blanket of snow. Now, right now, the snow is right now a pretty dry, a pretty wet snow, so you can really pick it up and make a little bit of a snowball with it, with this type of snow. But again, not much accumulation here in this part of Nags Head, but we've seen anywhere from 3 to 4 inches.
All right, Taylor, thank you. And she's been a trooper too this morning, right? With the Georgia roots out there in the cold and snow, you can see is on the ground across the region. We have more team coverage to prepare you for the conditions as you get out.
Are you a plumber with HVAC experience or an HVAC tech with plumbing experience? A1 American needs you now. Call Meg and apply today. Don't delay. Get that top holiday pay with the best of the best since 1985. Call A1 American today.
Lifetime oil changes. That's how you win at Checkered Flag, where you always get the winner's edge with every new Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen. Lifetime oil changes and state inspections, lifetime emergency towing, a 3-day money-back guarantee, and a seamless one-person, one-price, 1-hour buying experience that puts you in the driver's seat. The winner's edge, only at Checkered Flag, where winners buy.
Replacement by Pella is the right choice. We back our products and installation, unlike other window companies.
Pella has the highest quality windows that are tested to protect against extreme weather so they can handle my family and help keep my home quiet.
Yes, and they're backed by some of the best product and installation warranties.
Pella is the only thing in this house I don't have to worry about.
Stop by the Tidewater Experience Center for a free quote.
From London to New York and around the world, from the stage to the big screen, the worldwide phenomenon returns. The original, record-breaking production returns to Norfolk. Mamma Mia! celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Fall in love all over again with Mamma Mia. Coming to Chrysler Hall March 4th through 9th. Get tickets at BroadwayandNorfolk.com.
A1 American keeps your plumbing perfect. Fix those leaky toilets, faucets, and slow drains. Book your plumbing preventive maintenance before 12 p.m. Monday to Friday and save $100. Water heater financing starting at just $99 a month. Call A1 American today.
As they say around here, drive like you're taking your grandmother to church.
Good advice there. Thanks for staying with us here on Daybreak. Your time now 8:30. It is a weather alert day as we wake up to snow across much of Hampton Roads.
That snow system moved through southeast Virginia and northeast North Carolina overnight. You're looking at the images of what it has left behind for much of our area, that snow blanketing the ground. This video from viewers overnight showing white roads and yards, and we have team coverage for you this morning. We have meteorologist Taylor Stephenson and Jeremiah Beatty, who are in North Carolina. Emily Harrison is in Virginia Beach monitoring conditions there. First, let's send it over to meteorologist Craig Muller. You've been so busy this morning as we've been getting those totals in. A lot of snow in our area, Craig.
Yeah, northeast North Carolina saw a really large amount of snow relative to what they get. They don't see it like this too often. Over 5-6 inches of snow in many parts of northeastern and eastern North Carolina. So a lot of snow. They're not quite done there yet either. The rest of us pretty much are. Now, we have our weather alert day continuing through the day today and into tomorrow, but it's really for the frigid temperatures. It's going to be dangerously cold. Temperatures today in the mid-20s. Yeah, that's cold. We've been there, but it's the wind chills. Right now, we're talking about single-digit wind chills up and down the coast, and it is going to be frigid again tomorrow morning. After that, things will improve. We also want to make sure that you avoid travel while the roads are as messy as they are right now. This is nothing to play with. Marta Berglund has been doing a heck of a job keeping an eye on everything. She's been great, and she will let us know, again, some of the roads that are starting to look a little better and other roads that are no bueno. So we'll talk about that. All right, here are the snow headlines. Again, snow has ended or is ending for most. Down around the southern Outer Banks, you still have it. South of Oregon Inlet, down through Ocracoke, we still have snow falling. You've got to watch for blowing and drifting snow. My colleague Taylor Stephenson was out. She showed how where generally it was a light amount of snow where she was standing, she went over to a drift where it was more than 12 inches deep. That was just from the snow being blown over towards a building. So there are some areas with some heavier drifts. Roads are messy, and it's going to remain cold throughout the day and into tomorrow. We did get a little Bay Effect snow, but that's pretty much done now. You can see down to the south, while we are dry across Hampton Roads, we still have the snow basically south around Manio on down through Hatteras and then down along Ocracoke and towards Atlantic Beach. That area, they are seeing still the snow continuing. We all still have these dangerous wind chills, and we have a cold weather advisory until 10 a.m. That was scheduled. You can see the temperatures are in the low to mid, well, not mid, but we'll just say lower 20s near the coast. You get down around Manio, it's a little bit warmer there. Teens inland, and again, it's those winds. Oh boy, still looking at gusts around 30 miles per hour. When you have temperatures in the low 20s and gusts up to 36 miles per hour in Virginia Beach, 38 at Duck. Look at what it feels like. 4 degrees, the current wind chill in Virginia Beach, 6 in Hampton, 5 at Melfa and Wallops. Serious cold inland areas. You can see wind chills in the single digits for several locations as well. Our Priority Automotive Sky View showing snow no matter which one we look at. And again, this is Brambleton. Even with traffic, there's still snow covered, and the roads are going to be pretty treacherous in some areas. Starting to see a few peaks of sunshine through the clouds. That's a trend that will really increase later today. So eventually we're going to see more sun, but it stays cold today. Let's check in now with Marta.
All right, I want to say thank you to all of you in the Daybreakers Facebook group that have voted on our poll today. Looks like road conditions in your neighborhoods, about 75% of you saying they're either bad or terrible. Not great. I am jealous of the 5% of you who said they're either great or good. I would love to know where you are that you're seeing great road conditions this morning. Here's a look at our traffic map. Lots of incidents to break down. If I don't touch on one, it means it's not having a significant traffic impact. So first, let's take a look. This is I-264 westbound. We have a disabled vehicle that looks to be a snowplow. This has been here for quite some time. I've reached out to Virginia Department of Transportation and State Police to see what's going on there. Up in Newport News near the 664 interchange, which is Hampton, we do have another disabled vehicle not closing down any lanes of traffic, but we see people avoiding the lane with the disabled vehicle, and that is good to see. Other than that, road conditions looking pretty good throughout the region on your main interstates, but then you have places like Shore Drive where some areas are clear and other areas are completely snow covered, so it really just depends where you are. So make sure to take that extra time this morning or stay off the roads completely. Now time to check in with Taylor Stephenson. She is in North Carolina this morning, and we really see that blowing snow behind you, Taylor. That's a trick for a lot of drivers this morning.
And that has been the problem here in the Outer Banks, Marta. Right now, I'm in Nags Head, and it's been that blowing snow that's made heaps and piles along parts of our roads. Right now, we are seeing a few more drivers out here now, but it makes sense. We actually saw a slew of truck and bulldozers and those snow plows come through and try to clear out some of those small businesses, also the roads. So it makes the roads a little bit more easy to navigate at this time. Right now, we've only seen, again, that one car that got stuck on the side of the road. Otherwise, everything else has been fine. But right now, it's that bone-chilling wind that is really causing it to feel so cold out here. Those north winds gusting up to 30 to 40 miles per hour here in the Outer Banks. Gale warnings in effect for our local waters. Craig has more on what to expect area-wide for the rest of the day. For now, I'm live in Nags Head. Meteorologist Taylor Stephenson for 13 News Now.
Yeah, Taylor, thank you. You can see that wind whipping around the snow behind you there, so certainly be careful if you do have to head out. We're going to stay in North Carolina as we turn now to Elizabeth City.
Yeah, you can't see the wind hitting as hard as it is in Taylor's hit, but Jeremiah, I know you've been telling us all morning, you are feeling that wind, and it's making for a colder experience for you as well.
That's right, Eugene, Ashley. It's been growing more intense by the hour. I actually moved closer to the roadway so you all can see just how much snow is on the roads up here. Now, we've seen several plow trucks come through, but you know, earlier I gave you all a warning about skidding or sliding on the roadways, and one reason is because of just how thick this snow is. So if you happen to skid or slide, just make sure you take your foot off the gas pedal, turn in the direction you want to go until the car until you regain control. But again, you can see conditions out here are very snowy. There are drivers venturing out. They're taking their time, which is always a good thing to see. But if you are venturing out, just take your time, drive slow, and don't panic if you happen to slide. Just keep your foot off the gas until you regain control. I'm going to toss it back to you all in the studio.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to panic in any of those situations. And the big thing is that's why we're telling people do not speed. If you do have to go out, please take your time, as crews are trying to get to all of these roads as best as they can. Thank you so much for that, Jeremiah. We've also been following breaking news. This in Chesapeake, police investigating a crash involving a train and a car. It happened at the railroad crossing of Liberty Street around 4:30 this morning. Officers say the driver of the car ignored the stop arm bars and crossed onto the tracks at a slow pace. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the crash. Police and the railway company are investigating this, as we said, and we'll be sure to update you as we learn more about it.
To stay up to date on conditions in your backyard, download the 13 News Now app. You can scan the QR code to download the app now. It's free on the App Store and on Google Play.
Okay, you're waking up to frigid temperatures and snow across 757 and beyond. Craig has a look at just how much came down overnight.
Genuine Care offers safe, reliable, non-emergency transportation services. Whether it's dialysis, a doctor's visit, or a therapy session, you can count on us. Call to book Genuine Care LLC for your next appointment, or go to genuinecarellc23.com.
I knew I wanted to be a nurse. It was just, how am I going to get there? How am I going to financially pay for it? Do I have the time? ECPI was the way to do it. It was the fastest way. It was the more efficient way.
Earn your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing in just 2.5 years with ECPI University.
Their compassion towards their students turns into our compassion towards our patients. Nursing is truly everything to me. I'm a leader. I'm an educator. I'm a giver. I wouldn't be who I am, where I am without ECPI.
Open the door to 2024 and take charge of your health today. Make an appointment at the new Peninsula Health Center location for all your vaccinations, substance use services, and general health needs. Call 757-594-7300 to get more information. Take charge of your health. Visit the Hampton and Peninsula Health Districts today.
I didn't know it, but my leg and back pain was coming from my feet. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Genuine Care offers safe, reliable, non-emergency transportation services. Whether it's dialysis, a doctor's visit, or a therapy session, you can count on us. Call to book Genuine Care LLC for your next appointment, or go to genuinecarellc23.com.
Good morning. Welcome back to Daybreak. You know, it looks like there's still some flurries here flying, but this is a little misleading. This is that blowing snow we were talking about. I can see snow kind of swirling around off the rooftop here, and we do have snow on the ground, but every once in a while, especially as I step back out away from the building a little bit more, the winds start to pick up. I see some of our business neighbors down the street working to clear the sidewalks. One thing I do want to notice while I look up at the skies here, and you see some of the cloud cover that continues to blanket much of the area. As I look out to the west, I am starting to see some bright spots, and that is a sign of things to come. Now, overnight, we got our snow. It is a light, powdery snow. It's very, very light, but it's still going to make for some dangerous travel. You need to be very careful. A couple of folks getting out, getting some exercise in, a wave. They're enjoying the snow. I think a lot of us will, but it sure added up to a lot. Let's take a look at a few of our snow totals across the region. Wright Brothers National Memorial, 9 inches. That was a report in to the National Weather Service. You can see 8 inches not too far from that Wright Brothers Memorial. Down around Elizabeth City, 5.8 inches. We've seen 4 inches at Corolla, parts of Camden, 5 to 7 inches, depending on where it was taken. Great Bridge, Hickory, both with about 3.5 inches of snow reported. You can see Tab, lesser amounts off to the northwest. Now, here's the deal. If you are going to go out, we are going to see decreasing clouds today, but here's what you need to know. It's still very windy this morning, and it's going to be bitterly cold today and again early tomorrow morning. Watch for the blowing snow and drifting, and then we can all look forward to a warmer weekend. I'm going to tell you more about that coming up in a few minutes. Right now, Marta is going to tell us about those nasty roadways.
All right, thanks so much, Craig. Yeah, those residential roads and even main roads that aren't interstates and highways are still going to be pretty snow covered this morning. As you can see, this is Princess Anne Road in Virginia Beach, and this is pretty well trafficked, so we are seeing some melting. However, this blowing snow may create some problems for drivers along the way. Also, because it is so cold, any snow that melts because of exhaust from cars may just refreeze into ice and create its own problems later on. So you definitely want to be aware of that today. In the Daybreakers group, we're seeing about 75% of people saying their roads are either bad or terrible in their neighborhood. We've got a measly 5% saying they're great or good. I'm a little jealous of those people this morning. We'll keep an eye on the roads for you and have another update in just a few minutes. 13 News Now Daybreak continues after this.
West Shore Home is the easiest solution for bathroom remodeling. From tub to shower conversions to full bathroom remodels, they have you covered from start to finish. Plus, their 3 for Free sales event makes it easy to get started now. Visit westshorebath.com for more information.
They say destiny finds you.
Hey, enough of this, Eli. You can't ruin my destiny, Peyton. Oh, I will. Because America is going to pick me to make the FanDuel Kick of Destiny.
FanDuel Kick of Destiny 3. New customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets.
At International Tile and Marble, we believe that honesty, integrity, and customer satisfaction always comes first. For over 40 years, we've been offering top-quality ceramic, porcelain, glass, and natural stone tiles from the finest manufacturers. Tile for every budget. Whether you're designing a kitchen, bath, or outdoor space, allow our expert team to guide you. Transform your space at International Tile and Marble. Visit our showrooms in Chesapeake or the Outer Banks today.
Zaxby's just out-Phillied the Philly with our signature crispy chicken fingers, sauteed peppers and onions, garlic aioli, and melty cheese. Your move, Philly. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Cox powers the Big Easy on the biggest game days of the year. And this year, we are going even bigger. We've supercharged the Caesars Superdome, upgrading capacity from 10 to 40 gigs. And laid over 1,300 miles of fiber optic cable across the city, connecting thousands of fans watching in New Orleans and even more across the country. As the nation's fastest internet provider, Cox is always stepping up our game.
West Shore Home's 3 for Free sales event is here. Visit westshorebath.com now to get free installation, a free shower upgrade, and interest-free financing for 12 months. If you schedule your free consultation now, visit westshorebath.com.
Again, today is a weather alert day across Hampton Roads in Northeast North Carolina, and a big part of telling this story is you. Your videos and your photos that have been sent in by all of our viewers, they were helping us to show just how much snow we've gotten in the last several hours. And we wanted to share a couple of the photos and videos that you have sent to us. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this one here. This is in Norfolk. You can see that snow coming down. This was last night around 11:22. We have here in New Kent County, you can see the snow that is there. Again, all of these pictures are helping to tell the story of what is going on. We have the Bayview area of Norfolk. This person says that they're getting snow as well. I was hoping we had a video that's caught in here, but please continue to send those videos and those photos. It is not too late to send those. You can text those to the number right there on your screen, 757-628-6200. And like you just saw, they may just end up on air and online. So please send those to us. It's really, Craig, been helping us tell this story today.
Oh, it sure has. And I want to thank all of our crews behind the scenes. We've had a lot of folks helping bring everything together. Really just an outstanding job from our photojournalists and our teams out in the field to all the information gatherers in our newsroom. We've got a production team and web professionals, digital professionals that are helping amass data, our producers. Awesome job this morning. All right, we're going to come back to the weather. Yesterday's high, 27. First time in 759 days that we've had a high in Norfolk in the 20s. So that streak is over. Today we're also going to be in the 20s, and then we'll start a new streak, and it looks like temperatures will be warming up after that. In the meantime, we've got wind chills this morning in the single digits for many areas along the coast. We'll check those for you in a moment, and then we're going to take a look at what's going to come here in the future with our wind chills, so stay tuned for that. The temperature trend after our cold day today. Today's high only around 26. Tomorrow 36, 38 on Friday, 42 Saturday, back to average on Sunday. This is where the pattern looks like it's going to change. We're going to be at least in the upper 40s, if not lower to mid 50s, getting back up above average next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures a little cooler finishing out next week, but not the super Arctic blast that we just dealt with. We are going to start trending warmer. It looks like the longer range pattern is starting to change up. So we're going to say so long to this super frigid weather we've been having. Currently, it's still really cold. Low 20s for most of the area. We have teens inland. It's the wind, though. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. The gusts still around 30 miles per hour. It's been higher than that at Oceana, higher than that at Duck Pier. And with this combination of gusty winds and these very cold temperatures this morning, it's feeling like the single digits from Wallops to Melfa, Hampton, Newport News. Look at all these peninsula locations. Single-digit wind chills. Norfolk, Virginia Beach, 4 degrees. That's it. Feels like 8 in Elizabeth City, Currituck, and Ahoskie. So very, very cold. The snow that we have, it's kind of getting blown around a little bit with the gusty winds, but it's not going to be melting off. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you, our futurecast wind chill. Notice as we go over the next couple of hours, it's going to warm a little bit. We'll eventually get out of these single digits after noon. As we get into the afternoon, those wind chills are going to be more like the low teens to, say, mid to upper teens inland. So it's still bitterly cold. As we go overnight, the winds are going to relax. But tomorrow morning, we're still looking at single-digit wind chills for many of our inland locations. It's just going to be really cold with mainly clear skies. So because it's going to be like this again tomorrow morning, I've extended our weather alert day for cold weather through tomorrow morning. After that, we'll discontinue the weather alert days. Tomorrow should be a drier day. Today, we're looking at skies that are going to become partly to mostly sunny later on. Last of the snow really winding down to the south. We've seen it along the coast, but it's been moving farther and farther to the east and southeast, and this snow now at the southern Outer Banks much lighter. It's a little heavier down along Ocracoke, back down towards Beaufort. You can see those areas still seeing some snow. But for most of our viewing area, things are getting much better, and we're really not seeing too much coming off the bay. Looks like there might be another little cell. We'll keep an eye to this. There could be maybe a plume or two that tries to pop up. But in general, things will be improving with more sunshine through the afternoon. We'll take it. All right, still breezy, though. As we go through the overnight, skies mainly clear, and then clouds increase tomorrow. Temperatures also will be gradually increasing. I'm excited about that. Highs today only around 26 in Norfolk, windy in Virginia Beach. Upper 20s inland. It's cold all across the region, especially to the north. You can see temperatures on the eastern shore, 24, 25 degrees, 26 in Newport News and Hampton. Upper 20s to near 30 at the Outer Banks. Windy around Elizabeth City, Currituck. And again, that snow still holding on a little bit longer this morning, but it too will wind down. Mainly clear tonight, 20. Tomorrow back up to 36. After that, we're going to see those temperatures gradually warming. Sunday's high around 50. I'll tell you, it's going to be cold for the next few days, but there is an end to this frigid air in sight. Let's check in again with Marta. We'll check those roads.
All right, thanks so much, Craig. And yes, we are starting to see some melting on our main roadways. But again, because it is so cold, the melting from car exhaust isn't going to last long. It's just going to freeze right over. We have a few incidents I want to touch on here on our roads this morning. But first, Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, safe speed now back down to 25 miles per hour. They raised it to 45 a little bit ago. But again, going to take it slow on the bridge tunnel this morning. This is I-64 westbound. VDOT Virginia State Police confirming a snowplow is disabled. They don't have much more information on why or what happened, but this has been here for quite a while. So be extra cautious as there's been workers walking around trying to figure out what's going on there. And then up near the 664 interchange in Hampton, we have a vehicle crash. That is not blocking off any lanes of traffic. But again, anytime you see emergency crews throughout the day, just take it extra slow. You don't want to end up in a crash yourself because of their presence on the roads. Here's a look at the city of Virginia Beach at Princess Anne. Again, snow-covered roads in some spots, and then you'll see clearing. It really just depends where you are. Those clear spots, though, can be icy, and that's where we've seen a lot of the crashes this morning. This is US 58 heading into Suffolk. Same thing, snow on the roads, still wet conditions, and some slush now making its way into the mix. All right, there's a look at your traffic update. We'll have another one for you in just a few minutes. Skies.
Okay, Marta, thanks. After the break, we're going to get another check on those conditions in Virginia Beach as you take a live look over the ocean front where snow covering the beach.
Is it with everyone having to deal with high interest rates? Well, at AB&B, we're giving you a break. Transfer your credit card balances to AB&B and get low 2.99% interest for 12 full months. Apply online or at any AB&B branch today.
At West Shore Home, we help hundreds of homeowners each week bring their dream bathroom to life.
Whether it's a tub to shower conversion or a full bathroom remodel, our team of in-house employee installers deliver top-tier craftsmanship every time. And with our 3 for Free sales event, you can get your entire bathroom remodeled while saving big.
This sale includes free installation, a free project upgrade, and interest-free financing until 2026. That's 12 months of no interest and no payments. Call the number on your screen or schedule online at westshorebath.com to lock in limited time savings from our 3 for Free sales event.
The process is really amazing in itself. The expertise that your installers display is second to none. They managed to get the job done in the time they said they would. I've just never had an issue with West Shore.
Experiences like that are the reason we have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So whether you're looking for more information or you have the perfect vision for your project and you just need a quote, give us a call or go to westshorebath.com to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation right now. We have evening and weekend appointments available, so if you're eager to get started, we can have somebody out as early as tomorrow.
Plus, with our 3 for Free sales event, you can save big. That's free installation, a free project upgrade, and interest-free financing until 2026. That's no interest and no payments for a full 12 months. Call or visit westshorebath.com and get started today.
Transfer your credit card balances to ABNB and get low 2.99% interest for 12 full months. That's right, 12 months to consolidate and pay off your credit cards, helping you put money back in your pocket, right where it belongs. Apply online or at any ABNB branch.
You know, we've been getting delays and closures all morning long. We do want to remind you that Naval Station Norfolk and Naval Air Station Oceana are operating under mission essential personnel today. Also, Regent University, CBN, and Operation Blessing opening at noon today, all because of this that you see on your screen, that snowfall from overnight. Take a look at this video sent from viewers just like you, helping us tell the story of the storm.
The video showing snow from areas like Hertford, North Carolina, Great Bridge, Ghent, and snow on the beach this morning. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and bring in Emily Harrison. She's live in Virginia Beach Town Center. And Emily, I know earlier you were showing us crews that were trying to sweep that area. What's it looking like right now?
Well, you know, right now you can see all those cars going through. The street is back open after it was temporarily closed as these snow plows are coming through with these big piles of snow as they went methodically down each block, clearing each street. Now, what's really killing us out here is not necessarily the amount of snow on the ground or even the temperature, at least me. It is this wind. It is so blisteringly cold out here right now because the wind just knocks you right over. But still, life goes on in Town Center. I've seen a few people walking their dogs. I even saw one girl out here running. We think that's great. We just want you to do it safely and make sure that you get the right shoes for that. We don't want anybody slipping and sliding. And even though these roads look clear, that's exactly what is still happening for the time being. So something to keep in mind if you're going to be bracing all of this cold. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
Okay, Emily, thank you for that. We are continuing to get photos pouring in, highlighting the snow across the region.
Our wonderful sales team has been helping out. They've been setting up these pictures as well. Again, all of Hampton Roads, Northeast North Carolina, waking up to a blanket of snow. These photos mainly highlighting how much we got on the south side in Virginia, Norfolk and Virginia Beach, and snow at our hurricane studio in Driver. Again, please continue to send us your photos and videos of the snow in the area. It's really helping us tell the story of the day.
All right, one final look at traffic here. Again, any bridge tunnel you want to take, it's slow today. Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, max speed of 25 miles per hour. Other than that, this is, again, I-264 westbound disabled snowplow. Up in Hampton, we have another disabled vehicle blocking off the shoulder. And then we have a look at our road conditions in Virginia Beach. We're seeing a lot of this blowing snow as snow melts, but it's still causing problems on the roads. Craig.
Yeah, certainly those primary roads, the big interstates, looking better than what we were dealing with earlier. I want to remind folks, we are going to go at 9 o'clock over to the weather desk, and that's on our 13 News Now Plus app. If you're watching us right now on Roku, on Fire TV, Apple Apple Plus TV, whatever, you can find us there. We're going to continue with our coverage at 9 o'clock. We do it every Monday through Friday at 9. You definitely want to check that out. There's the 7-day, guys. Hang in there. It'll get warmer.
All right, Craig, thanks. We'll see you at 9 o'clock on the 13 News Now Plus app.
Please be safe. Enjoy your day. Have a good rest of your afternoon.
Get 3.9% APR for 36 months on a 2025 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Bad feet? Bad back? Get Good Feet with a personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good feet, good hugs. Good feet, good days. Good feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
As a banker at Town Bank, nothing is more satisfying to me than getting people what they need. When a member puts their trust in me and us, we feel a responsibility